have they have this mindset that's like no matter how stressful things get, we're still going to be a powerhouse, and that's going to take them the distance, man. That's really going to see them. It would be tough to see them lose in general, right? Like just
Right.
ever since they beat the Chiefs on opening day last year, man, I can't see them losing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. They're gelling together pretty well. I would definitely say that. Okay. I guess we can go ahead and say that Detroit could go ahead and win and completely take the first round bye of the NFC. But I don't know. There's still a couple games left because the Eagles are only 10-2.
Yeah, but wouldn't Detroit have to lose one then? I think Green Bay is probably the last team on their schedule that's hard.
True.
I'm I'm assuming because that's the biggest threat. Oh, they probably play the Vikings again.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. But getting 12, if they win and be 12-1, they're most likely could take it all the way. Because then the Eagles would just have to win out, honestly. But all right. Next game we have Miami and the Jets. Jets are going into Miami.
Then
Aaron
you see
Rodgers.
it's on the bubble though, so Miami still has something to play for.
Yeah, but they're 5-7, so it's like
But the idea that there's still a possibility that you can get in, this game matters more to them.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
What
Uh,
would have to happen, right? Somebody has to lose, right? Who does?
yeah, I agree. Um, the Colts would have to lose.
Well, who else, right? Does
Yeah,
anybody else lose?
because the Colts are 6-6.
Like the Broncos or somebody or two.
Yeah, they would need the Broncos and the Ravens to lose.
Never know.
But yeah, you do never know. It is week 14. There's 3 games left after this, so you're right. We'll see.
But
Um,
at the same time, the whole benching Aaron Rodgers talk, everybody hates each other. They're on their second coach and on the season. Nobody knows who's going to come back on the roster this year. I'm taking the Dolphins.
okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Um, then we got Minnesota and Atlanta. Atlanta's going into Minnesota. Two teams that play in domes.
Yeah, that's tough, man, because the Falcons have had a couple tough losses. This one really matters a lot to them,
I agree.
and it's at home.
So yeah, Minnesota's going to play hard. I think, I honestly think that man,
That's tough, dude. I don't want to just say the over is going to happen in this one.
yeah, I'm about to say I think it's going to be a shootout. This might be a shootout game.
I have no idea who's going to get there, but if I had to say, probably
I like because Aaron, this is Kirk Cousins is going back to Minnesota, so he could show
is
up.
it? It is in Minnesota.
Yep, it is in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins comes back to Minnesota.
I hear that, man. It's just so tough because I don't get how the Falcons can like hang in there with the Chiefs and Eagles, but then like get the record they have today, right? So I just don't know. But then the Vikings have exceeded expectations all year, so I don't. I say this is going to be a high scoring game,
Okay,
but I ultimately think probably the Vikings at home,
okay.
and I think that helps the Commanders at the end of the day too if that happens.
Yep, and it also helps the Bucks too, because the Bucks play Las Vegas in Tampa Bay.
Probably Tampa Bay.
I like Tampa Bay too. I like Tampa Bay too. This game, the Giants versus New Orleans. Either the Giants are just losing just so they can get Shador.
Yeah, probably. I think. But you see, the thing is this is probably the most winnable game they have left on the year. So,
Yeah,
So we'll see. I kind of hope that they win and they screw up and don't get Shadeur, but
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
see, man. They'll probably win, but
It's crazy because the Giants are 2-10. The Cleveland's 3-9. Uh, Vegas is 2-10. Jacksonville's 2-10. It's like who's gonna get who? You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Like who's gonna like try to get like the higher pick? That makes sense.
well, at the end of the day, you those guys are playing for their jobs, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, a lot of teams right now they're playing for their jobs. You're seeing guys getting fired,
Yeah.
right? People like Daniel Jones are getting released just because they don't want your injury clause to check out and have them have to pay more money. So at the end of the day, you got even though you may not be making the playoffs, you're still fighting out there, especially the divisional. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. I agree.
Giants are just in so much turmoil. I think Derek Carr and the Saints get it done. And even though the Saints are on a second coach, that's what makes this so crazy. Because I don't even know who they're starting. Is it Drew Lock or DeVito?
DeVito.
I feel like Derek Carr
Oh
could
no,
get
no,
it.
no. Drew Lock. It was Drew Lock. It was Drew Lock. Sorry.
Drew Lock versus Derek Carr on an interim head coach.
Yeah, I got you. So okay, I like Saints.
Even with the head coach.
Yeah.
Okay, I do
Seems
too,
like
man. I feel like
seems like the coach is like it seems like he's more involved with the team, like the quarterback and stuff. At least with like the last one he had. Seems like
okay,
he's
we're
more at
going
the end. Philly and Carolina. Gonna
well,
go with Philly because it's in Philly.
turning it on.
Yeah. Um,
Hopefully, hopefully.
Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Wow,
Jameis Winston's gonna go to Pittsburgh. So I was talking to some people at work. They think Cleveland could beat Pittsburgh.
that's why I wasn't quick to say Pittsburgh here. I feel like Pittsburgh. This is like I was saying earlier, man. They're fighting for their jobs. What if Jameis Winston wins? I think you definitely have to keep him. Them
I think so too. And if they win,
right. Good close though.
yeah. Um, we got Tennessee versus Jacksonville.
With Mac Jones,
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't. Tennessee versus Mac Jones.
I think that's going to be a tricky game for anyone that bets on it because everyone sees that Trevor Lawrence is out, but Jacksonville kept it real close to the Texans up until like the last like couple minutes.
Man, the Titans suck, dude. So I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't put any money down on this game for the winner, but if I for right now, I guess I would have to say Mac Jones and the Jaguars probably figure it out.
I agree. I was going to say the same thing. Um, Arizona and Seattle, baby.
I think
Who's going to take the lead in the division?
in Seattle or in Arizona.
It is in Arizona.
Arizona then.
Nice warm weather.
But I could see Geno. We could all bet on Arizona and Geno Smith has like a late drive again. Dude, who did they beat? The Vikings? That was crazy. Oh no, they beat the 49ers
Yeah,
with Geno Smith's walk-off touchdown, dude. That was wild.
yeah, bro.
So I don't want to. I just hate. I don't know enough about why the Cardinals are doing so good right now. Because I have Marvin Harrison in fantasy and he's not doing well. So I don't understand.
I don't think they have a quarterback now.
You think Kyler's just getting all the touchdowns?
He has a good amount of like rushing touchdowns at least, but he's like he's also a mobile QB too.
Yeah, but Marvin Harrison. Just hasn't consistently been producing, and I don't get that. I don't get why he could be as good as he is. They just don't make a point to give him the ball. Because remember when DeAndre Hopkins was on the Cardinals, he was getting 14 catches a game, right? It's like how can you not get? Clearly, Kyler knows how to do it.
Right. Okay. I like it. Um, and we have a Sunday night game with the Rams and Buffalo.
The Rams and the Bills.
Yep. Buffalo will be at LA.
I guess the Bills.
Yeah. All right. And then next game, Chicago versus San Francisco in San Francisco.
Well, the
Honestly, I
Bears.
think the Bills might win.
So I'm with you, dude. The Bears are going in with a new coach. This week is their first week with their new coach against the 49ers team that's completely obliterated.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know, man. It's probably the Bears. I feel that.
Yeah, I like the Bears. I checked earlier. They're considered the underdog too. So
See it, man. I could totally see Caleb Williams doing it.
um, then we already talked about Kansas City and the Chargers, right?
No, I feel like Kansas City. Though. Yeah,
That's what I was thinking too.
I just don't know how to pick against Mahomes because I feel like the only time he's ever really lost in his career was to Brady, right?
Yeah. And then last but not least, we got the Cowboys versus the Bengals Monday Night Football.
Bengals.
Yeah, I like the Bengals too. I like the Bengals. Jamar Chase and is a monster.
So the Sunday game, though, the Bills Rams. You think we should go all in on the Bills? Who's your mortal this week?
My what this week?
Your mortal lock. Who is your? I think this team's definitely gonna win.
The Bucks are sure.
Who they play?
They play Vegas.
You think that's okay? I was because earlier I was like, I feel like the line for that is going to be like -400. I think we should just skip it.
Right. Okay. A lot of games. Just like the Ravens play the Giants after their bye, so it's like I can only imagine.
There's no way the Giants win. There's no way.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at tickets earlier today, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I could really buy these right now if I really wanted to. They're only $60.
Waste your money to go see the Giants play the Ravens.
Cheap. I mean, it's cheap tickets, $60.
I'd go get a Lito's Pizza and some Royal Farms and stay at home for less money, dude, and have more fun.
Yeah,
And
you're
watch.
right.
It's funny because that guy Shabuzi, the artist who did the halftime show at Thanksgiving. He spent more time on the field than the Giants' offense did, man.
Wow,
He
wow.
spent his performance took up more time on the field than the Giants had the ball. He
Yo,
was on the
no,
field.
well, see, yeah, he get, yeah, see, nah, couldn't be doing all that, man. That shit's crazy, bro.
Do you want to pay $60, dude? That's I mean, it would be fun. It's fun because you can just watch them shit on the Giants, right? That'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Shoot. All right. That will conclude the night, everyone. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Sports Battery. And we'll see you guys soon to see how our picks went. Good night.